1984 was a landmark year for heavy metal, a time when riffs got faster, choruses got bigger, and bands pushed the genre into stadiums around the world. These are 10 tracks that defined that moment, each one still echoing through speakers and set lists decades later. From anthems that ruled MTV to thrash classics that reshaped the scene, here are the metal songs from 1984 we'll never forget. Number 10, Fade to Black by Metallica. Midway through the recording of Ride the Lightning, the band suffered a major setback when their gear was stolen during a tour stop. Out of that frustration came a song that pushed them into new emotional territory, revealing a side of metal rarely heard in 1984. The arrangement builds with deliberate pacing, moving from reflective guitar lines into a surge of distortion and intensity. That gradual shift created a dramatic arc that resonated deeply with fans and added a new dimension to the band's growing catalog. Upon the album's release, it stood out immediately as a landmark in the evolution of the metal ballad. Decades later, it remains one of the most anticipated moments in their live sets, capable of silencing a crowd before unleashing its climactic power. Number 9, I Want to Be Somebody by W.A.S.P. The sessions at the record plant in Los Angeles gave the band the space to craft a debut single that matched their fierce reputation on stage. The track emerged as a bold statement of intent, channeling raw ambition into a form that was both radio-friendly and rebellious. Every line hit with conviction, backed by a rhythm section that kept the energy locked in from start to finish. The chorus carried an immediacy that made it a natural fit for audience participation, quickly becoming a highlight of their early concerts. MTV's embrace of the music video pushed the single far beyond the club scene, helping it connect with fans across the country. By the close of 1984, it stood as one of the most talked about metal releases of the year. Number 8, Freewheel Burning by Judas Priest. Released in January 1984 as the lead single from Defenders of the Faith, this high-speed track gave fans an early taste of an album that would become a staple of the band's live shows. Its arrival signaled that the group was pushing their sound into even faster and more aggressive territory. The verses drove forward with relentless momentum, powered by precision drumming and the band's signature twin guitar attack. Vocals cut through the mix with clarity and force, matching the instrumental intensity every step of the way. Its success in the UK and across Europe helped keep the band at the forefront of heavy metal during a fiercely competitive year, ensuring Defenders of the Faith remained a defining release of the decade. Number 7, Take Hold of the Flame by Queensrÿche. In the summer of 1984, a young Seattle band found themselves gaining unexpected attention overseas before they had fully broken through in the United States. Their debut full-length album, The Warning, offered a bold mix of progressive ambition and heavy metal precision that stood out in a crowded year for the genre. The track at the heart of this momentum built from a slow, dramatic introduction into a soaring chorus that showcased one of the most powerful voices in metal. Its lyrics carried a sense of urgency and determination, connecting with fans who saw themselves reflected in its message. When released as a single in Japan, it quickly caught fire on radio and in the press, helping establish an international following. For many listeners, it was the song that first revealed the band's potential for longevity and impact. Number 6. Round and Round by Ratt. When Out of the Cellar landed in 1984, it quickly became one of the year's defining releases in the glam metal movement. This single was at the heart of its success, carrying the sound and style of the Los Angeles club scene to a nationwide audience. What made the track stand out was how its verses exuded an effortless confidence, leading into a chorus that seemed destined to lodge itself in the minds of anyone who heard it. Backing harmonies and polished production gave it the kind of sheen that allowed it to dominate both radio playlists and MTV rotations. The video became one of the channel's most requested, boosting the song's chart climb and cementing its status as a mid-'80s metal staple. Even now, its blend of hooks and swagger keeps it firmly in the genre's Hall of Fame. Let's take a quick pause before we hit the final 5. Which of these metal anthems instantly takes you back to 1984? Did one of them catch you off guard, or have you been blasting it for years without realizing when it was released? And what's your personal pick for the most unforgettable metal track of that year? Tell us in the comments. We read every one. Number 5. Ride the Lightning by Metallica. The summer of 1984 brought a surge of landmark metal albums, and one release in particular pushed thrash into more ambitious and thematic territory. Its title track delivered a vivid narrative about fate and mortality, capturing the attention of a rapidly growing audience. The arrangement shifted between breakneck thrash passages and slower, crushing sections, creating a dynamic range that kept listeners engaged from start to finish. Each tempo change added drama and reinforced the intensity of its storytelling. Over the decades, it has remained a cornerstone of live performances, proving that its mix of aggression and ambition still resonates as powerfully as it did upon release. Number 4. Aces High by Iron Maiden. Released in October 1984 as the second single from Power Slave, this track arrived at the height of the band's global touring momentum. Its high-energy storytelling and historical perspective made it an instant favorite among fans and a natural choice for opening live shows. Every line in the verses feels like a dispatch from the front lines, pulling the listener into the chaos of an airborne dogfight with vivid, almost cinematic detail. The soaring chorus, paired with the band's signature dual guitar harmonies, amplifies the drama and secures its place in their catalog. Its success on the charts and in concert set lists helped solidify the album's reputation as one of the defining releases of the decade. Decades later, it still delivers the same rush whenever it kicks off a set. Number 3. Creeping Death by Metallica. Among the standout tracks from 1984's Ride the Lightning, this thrash epic drew its inspiration from the biblical story of the plagues of Egypt. The combination of historical narrative and relentless pacing gave it a distinctive presence in the year's metal landscape. Each verse strikes like a hammer blow in a relentless march, driving the narrative forward until it reaches the now iconic breakdown chant that unites crowds in a single voice. The precision in the guitar work and the sheer force of the rhythm section make every moment feel urgent and unstoppable. It quickly became a setlist staple, maintaining its status as one of the most celebrated songs in the band's catalog and a defining example of mid-80s thrash power. Number 2, 2 Minutes to Midnight by Iron Maiden. Bassist and primary songwriter Steve Harris drew inspiration from the symbolism of the doomsday clock when crafting this politically charged anthem. The idea translated into a lyrical warning wrapped in vivid imagery, making the track stand out even in a year packed with memorable metal releases. Like the turning of a clock's final gears, the verses tighten the tension with each line, drawing the listener deeper into its vision of looming catastrophe. Harmonized guitar lines weave through the arrangement, adding layers of power and melody that have kept it locked in set lists for decades. Released in August 1984 as the lead single from Powerslave, it became a staple on stage and a fixture in fan polls, celebrated for its mix of heavy subject matter and an unforgettable central riff. Number 1, We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. By the summer of 1984, this anthem had become a rallying cry far beyond the world of heavy metal, resonating with anyone who craved a little rebellion. Its infectious chorus and defiant message turned it into one of the most recognizable songs of the decade. The verses carried an easy, confident swagger that built toward a refrain made for mass sing-alongs. Paired with a colorful and over-the-top music video, it became a staple on MTV and a gateway track for countless new fans discovering the genre. Its enduring popularity has kept it alive in commercials, films, and sporting events, proving that its attitude and energy remain just as potent decades after its release.